This is an emergency transmission. Citizens of the world, please, make no mistake. The zombie apocalypse is near. Will you cower and hide, or join us and fight? We are Dezombified, so stay on point.
With you tonight is, of course, myself, Kenny Dreadful, and across the room, hiding in a corner somewhere, is Miss Stereo. She will not be on the microphone today. That is her choice. But you know what? We're going to continue on with what we do here, which is bring you scary stories, good times, strange news stories, shout outs. You know how we do. So let's get to it. Let's stop playing around. The night is young, but we're getting older by the second, right? So let's get to it. Let's see who's up in this joint. Give you the proper shout outs that you deserve. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Let's see, we have realities in perspective. Thank you for being here. Fleshbag, welcome Fleshbag. Oh my. What an honor to have Fleshbag here. I know Fleshbag from, I think from over on Mr. Creepypasta's channel. He has the 24 hours scary stories. And Fleshbag is one of the guys that likes to show up and listen to the stories we talk and stuff. It's cool. He's a cool dude. Thank you for being here, Fleshbag. That's what's up. All right, let's see. We got Body Void in here.
Hi.
It's good to see you, Body Void. I hope you're having a great night. So tonight we got some weird, strange stories for you. There's a woman in South Africa. Okay, there's an African woman who claims that she gave birth to 10 babies. Count them, 10 babies. That is a lot of babies, I'll tell you that. Too many babies. Way too many babies. But we're gonna get into that story. There's also a bar that's giving beer for Monopoly money, which is pretty cool. I wonder what's that gimmick about. We're going to get into that. And also, a Rembrandt painting has been rediscovered that went missing. So that's an interesting story as well. So enjoy your stream avatars, enjoy yourselves in the chat. And Miss Stereo, can you please, for the love of pizza, get me to that story once you're able to? I would deeply appreciate that. What a week it's been. Been a crappy week for me. I'm not even gonna lie, folks. I'm under a little doldrums. A little of the sadness has been creeping into my emotional sphere, but you know what? I'm gonna get through it as I always do. I'm gonna pull right out of it, and I'm gonna be fine. You'll see. But don't you worry about it. I'll be good. The mega collaboration is going to be coming out soon. Scary Stories. That's on July the 1st at 12 noon. So set your reminders if you haven't already. Make sure you do that. Let's see. Also, I have some interesting news, great news. I was speaking with MCP himself, and he said he'd be willing to come by and chat with us soon. We haven't spoken to, what's English, right? Haven't spoken to Mr. Creepypasta in quite some time. He's been doing amazing things since we last spoke, so hopefully we'll be able to catch up with Mr. Creepypasta and see what he's been up to over the past year. Pretty sure it's going to be amazing. So, a woman who claims that she gave birth to 10 babies was admitted to the psychiatric ward. That's right. Mysterio's getting that story. I'm gonna put the link in the chat so you can read it for yourself. But we're gonna get into it as soon as we can. Let's see. Pam, hi girl. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. I hear you, Fleshbag. Definitely some rough nights for sure. Going through sadness, I call it. Some people call it depression. I call it the sadness. Alright, let me see. If I had Stretch Armstrong arms, I could just reach for that mouse. So let's see. The woman who said she had 10 babies. South African woman claimed that she had 10 babies at once. She was admitted to a hospital for psychiatric evaluation and speculation whether she was actually pregnant with couplets. Gosiami Famara Satole, 37, made headlines for allegedly breaking the Guinness Book of World Record. She broke the record for having the most babies at once, 10 babies. She was taken to the psychiatric ward at Tembezia Hospital in Johannesburg, and she was examined by a medical team. They found that she was not pregnant, though, and that there were no physical scars to indicate a recent C-section. This is a strange story, because as you can clearly see the woman in the photo, and her belly's huge, like it does have 10 babies. So, this is a weird one. They said that she was not pregnant. Now, she has an attorney. Rifoli Mokeina said that she's being held against her will at the hospital. She declined that she should be taken to Tembezia Hospital for a psychiatric evaluation because she felt strongly that she is of sound mind. Now, this photo here, you see her sitting, and it seems to be the baby's father, baby daddy. He's smiling, right? Next to his, expecting wife there. So she instructed her lawyer to accompany her to the hospital, and when they arrived, she was snatched up and taken straight to the psychiatric ward. How rude is that? I don't know what kind of protocols they have at these South African hospitals, but that's kind of rude, Anyway, so they took her into custody, and they would not be allowing either her lawyers or the team of psychologists that she had requested to be present. So they're doing all this against the lady's will. They're holding back her visitors of lawyers, psychologists, as well as I think family members as well. The hospital visit was the latest turn in the weird story because it also involved the baby's father, Tobogo Teotesti, claiming that he's not sure if the children's that she claimed she gave birth to are real. But like I said, here's the photo of him with her, and her belly's huge. What does she have? She ate a lot of bad tacos, and she got distension in her stomach from eating bad tacos or something. Like what? Why is she so huge? Looks like she got a freaking one of those balls that you sit on at the office, those stress balls that you sit on instead of a chair. Looks like she got one of those in her belly. Anyway, I digress. So, the father, or the boyfriend, made several attempts to visit his girlfriend, but she has failed to disclose her whereabouts and the conditions of the babies. So, how can you attempt to visit somebody if you don't know? That's just a weird sounding story. Like, is this guy important? And maybe he has another marriage, I'm thinking, and he's trying to deny the fact that, he has babies with this person. I don't know. This is just a really crazy story. So even his family has concluded that there were no couplets born between the two. And until proven otherwise, they wish to apologize for any inconvenience and embarrassment. So now his family is siding with him. I'm pretty sure her family is going to side with her. So let's continue. Local health officials also said that there's no record of the couplets being at any of the region's private and public facilities. Several of her family members maintained that she was indeed pregnant and gave birth to the brood, breaking the record and overtaking the former world record holder, Octomom Nadaya Sulman, and she had 8 children back in 2009. Oh, it's an interesting story, guys. What do you think in the chat? Let's see what's happening. What are your thoughts, guys? Let's see. Reality says, that's way too many kids. Can't wait till at least 2 more of mine move on. Then I'll still have to deal with the big baby, the husband. Well, hopefully he could get his situation sorted out and he could be more independent from you, Miss Realities in Perspective. Never know. Keep your fingers crossed. So the next story. Massachusetts bar is accepting monopoly money for 2 hours. So back on the 23rd, a Massachusetts bar announced that it accepted monopoly money for 2 hours as part of its bid to be included in a localized version of the game. Ralph's Tavern in Worcester said customers who visit the business from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Wednesday can use their monopoly money to pay the $5 cover charge, and the play money will also be accepted for hot dogs, non-alcoholic Jell-O shots, and tickets for a raffle. The bar's owner said state laws bar the business from accepting monopoly money for the alcoholic beverages, so legal tender will still be required for drinks during Wednesday's event. That was kind of got rickrolled there for a moment. I thought they was gonna take the money for the beer and the alcohol. Ralph's, which bills itself as the oldest tavern in Worcester, is campaigning to be included in the localized Worcester version of Monopoly, which is being produced by Top Trumps USA, the company licensed by Hasbro to produce localized Monopoly games. Well, good luck to you, Ralph's Tavern in Worcester. I hope you get to have your dream come true of being involved in an upcoming Monopoly game. Good night, Pam Smith. Thanks for being here, love. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Good night, Puddin'.
Let me see. So Fleshbag says, I almost said Flesh Baby because we're talking about the babies. Fleshbag says, I have heard it's possible to become pregnant with new babies while already pregnant. Maybe that is what happened. I've never heard that. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting indeed. Thanks for putting me up on that. I don't know. That's strange. Let's see, what's the next story we got here? Check this out. So the lost Rembrandt painting was rediscovered after it fell off a wall. A Rembrandt painting was long considered lost has been rediscovered after it fell off the wall of a home in Italy and was sent for restoration. The Italian Heritage Foundation said the painting, The Adoration of the Magi, was painted by the famed artist around 1633, and was considered to be one of Rembrandt's lost paintings until it fell off the wall of a country home in Rome province and was sent to an art restorer for repairs. The painting had been darkened by old varnish, but during the cleaning and restoration process, it became clear that the work was a long-lost Rembrandt. The painting was studied by an international team of experts attending a symposium at the French Academy of the Villa Medici in Rome, and they confirmed the work appears to be a legitimate Rembrandt. President of the Italian Heritage Foundation said the family that owns the painting is currently having it stored by art dealers, but it will eventually be made available to museums and galleries. He said they have not expressed an interest in selling the artwork. I'm pretty sure if they sold the artwork, it will be worth millions upon millions of dollars. It might even break a world record. Check this story out. World's largest Rubik's Cube assembled at Hong Kong Mall. Wow. The mall in Hong Kong broke a Guinness World Record when it commissioned the building of a Rubik's Cube measuring 8.2 feet on each side. The Nina Mall in Hong Kong at a giant puzzle cube constructed on its premises, and Guinness World Records shared a time-lapse video of the construction. The functioning Rubik's Cube measured 8 feet, 2.4 inches on each side. The previous record holder, created by British puzzle maker Tony Fisher, measured 6 feet and 7 inches on each side. Well, I'm gonna make one that's 10 feet on each side, damn it. Break that record. Let's see how it looks here. Time lapse. There goes the measurement. There goes more of the ongoings of making it, and that's the finished product. You saw it move? It actually works. That's neat. Check that out, in case you didn't see it. Look, you can make it move. So it's an actual functioning Rubik's Cube. That's freaking cool, man. How many of you guys ever owned a Rubik's Cube? If you owned a Rubik's Cube, give me a 1 in the chat. And if you never owned or used a Rubik's Cube, give me a 0 so we can know who's who out here. Oh, Fleshbag wants to mutate the name. I don't know how you're gonna mutate it, girl, boy or girl. I don't know what you are, but make it work. Oh, Flesh Baby Daddy. Okay, that's a mutated version of it. That's for sure. Let's see what other stories tonight. Oh, a married couple with another Guinness World Record. This seems to be the mode of the night. Guinness record breakers. So a British man and his wife, who is nearly 2 feet taller than him, were awarded a Guinness World Record for greatest height differential of a married couple. James and Chloe Lusted, who married back in 2016, were awarded the Guinness record in the different sexes taller woman category after their heights were verified at 3 feet 7 inches for James and 5 feet 5 inches for Chloe, a difference of 1 foot and 10 inches. Check it out. That's a picture of them right there. He's mega tall. And anyway, so James Lusted, 33, an actor and TV host, met Chloe, 27, a teacher, through friends back in 2012. James was born with dystrophic dysplasia, a rare type of dwarfism that affects bones and cartilage development. Our love has taught us and taught others that you can't judge a book by its cover, and just to love the person no matter who they are. I don't think you can choose who you fall in love with, Chloe Lusted said. That's sweet. You know, I've always been a firm believer that there's someone for everyone out there. And if you're alone, it's because you haven't found that someone yet. But don't despair. Don't give up. But don't go out looking. It normally just happens on its own, you know? Mareed Hesketh, thank you for being here. She's a good friend of ours. We met through the Missing Persons Mysteries, hosted by Steve Stockton and Gemma Jade. Gemma Jade has a channel as well. Go check it out if you haven't already. Deborah W, hi. Hi there. Where have you been? No matter, it's good that you're here with us and you're okay. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate that. So back to this couple. It's cute. It's cute. I'm happy for them. If you're happy for the couple, give me a 1 in the chat. And give me a 0 if you're angry. They found love. I'm angry. That's silly. Just chilling and staying cool. That's good, Deborah W. Aww. Deborah says she's happy. That's one. Thanks. I'm happy about it too. Let's see this guy pulling shenanigans. An animal rescuer discovers King Cobra, quote unquote, in garden was a plastic toy. So check this out. At first glance, if you're waking up early in the morning, you haven't had coffee or washed your face, and you look outside and you see this thing, you might think it's real too. I think somebody played a practical joke on this guy. Let's check it out. Britain police was called to annual police in Britain called annual rescuers for assistance capturing a king cobra in a residence garden that turned out to be a plastic toy snake. The RSPCA said a resident of Workington, England, spotted what she believed to be a venomous snake on a chair in a neighbor's garden and called her son, contacted the police. As the woman thought the snake had moved, the police took it seriously and called us. Fletcher said in an RSPCA news release, "It's really important in these situations to confine the animal as safely as possible, particularly if it's suspected that the snake may be venomous." Fletcher said he quickly discovered this king cobra was the plastic kind. He said the investigation was brief. It appears that the toy had come from children in a neighboring garden. So the snake has now been returned to its home, he said. "I knew king cobra snakes were deadly snakes, but afterwards I found out their venom is strong enough to kill 20 men. Maybe it was a good job I didn't know that fact before I went." Have you guys ever found anything weird in your garden, on your stoop, in your backyard, anything like that made you question, what the hell is that? I was looking out my window today and I looked into the shrubbery, the forest area of the backyard, and thought I saw something moving in there. Something weird. But it was just my imagination. But it happens. "Deer trying to break in," says Deborah W. "Shoot, gotta run. Shall return. Have fun. Bye, Fleshbag. Thanks for coming."
Bye.
Good night, Puddin'.
Catch you around, brother. My friend. Let's see. What kind of tip is this? Check this out. Customer left $16,000 tip on a $37 bill at a New Hampshire bar. Now that's the spirit. Workers at a New Hampshire bar restaurant said they were stunned when the customer left $16,000 on a $37 bill. Michelle McCudden, a bartender at Stumble Inn Bar and Grill in Londonderry, said the customer, who is not a regular, had ordered a couple of hot dogs, some cocktails, and fried pickles before asking for his bill. "He's kind of a mystery man," said McCudden. McCudden was shocked when she looked at the man's receipt and saw the $16,000 tip. It was on the credit card statement. They put it down next to the register and he said 3 times, "Don't spend it all in one place." That's what made her flip it over and look, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you serious?" And he said, "I want you to have it. You guys work hard." Wow, I thought it was a mistake. It could have been maybe $160 tip. And then he added extra zeros. Wow. The restaurant pulls tips, so the money will be split among the 8 servers on duty that night. That's about $2,000 a piece. Wow. With some set aside for the cooks. Okay, so that's less than $2,000 a piece. All right. Still a lot of money. "We went up and we thanked them," McCudden said. "It's just been a really rough year for us all. For someone to do something like that really restored my faith in humanity." He said that he worked really hard and he wanted to do something nice. And he just really wanted us to have it. Wow. You know, human generosity sometimes knows no bounds. And it's amazing when you sit back and think about the things that we have all suffered these past few months, past year. For someone to come out and just be so giving and charitable, wow, it's just amazing. So congratulations to everybody on staff and to that amazing person, wherever you are. That one's for you, friend. Keep up the good work. That's cool. Let's see what's going on. I want to remind you all that we're going to be having the mega collab happening on July 1st at 12 p.m. So please, if you're into scary stories, I hope you stop by. It's amazing. It's going to be over 50 stories, over 7 hours, and some of the best narrators and writers are on this project. So please be sure to tell a friend and share with family members even, and co-workers, fellow students. If you're in school, say, hey, check out the Zombified's mega scary story collaboration. Set your reminders, that'll be dope. That'll be cool. Let's see what's happening. All right, well, I guess that's it, folks. It's been a great episode of Stereo Dread. I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the Horror Honey, starring Bathsheba and Dame. Well, Bathsheba's not going to be there; she's moving. But Dame Saturday, Mary P, and hopefully me and Mina. So don't forget to check that out. All right, guys. So that was a great show. Mysterio, wrap it up. Thank you for being here, guys. We send you love and kisses. Mwah. Until next time.